Like I seen my homie's girl on Tinder, but he owed me $5. I ain't saying a word.
You came into my life at the wrong time. Sorry I couldn't give you the spotlight.
Alright, y'all, what's going on, y'all? It's Sweeterman J here, if you don't know. This is Talking About Nothing, the show where we talk about nothing. Absolutely nothing at all. Right now, I got my co-host with me, yo.
Here, you already know what's going on, man. It's young Richardo in this thing, man. You already know what time it is. You've been here before. You know what we about to do. We about to get it in. We about to get all these topics out. And y'all about to be with us, man.
Yes, sir. And today we got a special guest. You already know who it is. Top producer in this bitch. Go introduce yourself, man.
Come on, man. I'm like Hobbs. Follow me on every platform you got because you know I've been there.
You already know. I'm gonna drop the link to everything. His SoundCloud, his Twitter. This guy made Highland Hall 2. He made Highland Hall 2. He 5 for 5. 5 for 5, man.
Yes.
But y'all didn't know.
He ain't fucking miss. Alright. Let's get into it, man. We got some topics here today. Ricardo, you wanna go first on your topic or what, Pop?
Yeah, for sure. Let's do this. Alright, bro. Hold up. So there's been a lot going on with the I'm sure everyone knows, like, the internet's been on fire with, like, you know, this movement, you know, the BLM movement, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And like reason, you know, there's been like a lot of like prejudice and, like, you know, even like the crazy shit like the lynchings and, like, you know, just like the disrespect of people of color in general, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, the whole fucking like world is like caught light of it. And they're tired, man. People are tired. We even talked about this like last episode, and you know, enough was enough.
Mm-hmm.
And lately, like, I've been, like, you know what I'm saying, I've just been doing my own like type research, and I've been coming across like a lot of things that I actually want to get like y'all opinions on. And like it's no surprise that the government itself is, in my opinion, corrupted.
Facts.
And I'm gonna give you like just some quick stuff like from the past or whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all remember like the terrorist shootings in America, like the school shootings and stuff like that.
Like Sandy Hook and all that. The Batman one too.
Yeah. Bro, a lot of those same shootings, like, people aren't stupid, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the government just don't realize how like aware we are of certain things.
Yeah.
And those same things have been the same people, right? Like from other shootings, the same people have showed up to these like these conference talks and like a lot of the people are saying, well, why are they here from quote unquote different families from like the other shootings?
Oh, the actors.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like when there'd be spottings of the same people from the same news people getting interviewed, and people are believing they're actors. But yeah, go ahead, sorry.
It's just it just goes to show you like that shit's weird. Like, why do you have paid actors to be at like, you know, like certain places here nor there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just like, I mean, like the tip of the iceberg for me. And like lately I've been really focused on not getting distracted and trying to see the whole picture. Now the BLM like movement it's huge. It's so like big right now.
Yeah.
That a lot of people are mainly focused on just seeing that, you know what I mean? Like they're really like motivated to be helping, to be involved, to be doing their research, because this is a big topic. Regardless of if it's corrupted or not, it's a big topic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I've just been seeing some things that, you know, I wanted your guys' opinions on, and I'm gonna go through them right now.
Alright, bet.
There is a person on like YouTube, right? And he's been around for actually a while now. So he actually goes by the name of Young Pharaoh, and as of right now, from the 1st to today, in 8 days, in 8 days, he has accumulated 1.8 million views on YouTube, right? And you know, like that's a big number. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like, you know, that's some viral stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, me like seeing like the number, I'm like, why? Like for what? Like what's the reason? Like there must be something in this that is intriguing people, making people listen.
Yeah.
And it could just be the conspiracy nut in me, because like I actually like pause, bro. Because
Yo.
Hey yo. Hey yo.
Yo, bro, I'm the only one who caught that, bro. So I have to say it.
I caught it. I just didn't want to say nothing, bro. What
I thought I didn't hear it right.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Hey, man, back to the point, man.
Hey yeah.
Hey, man. So, yeah. So there's just like, it could just be that made me want to watch like, the video and try and find out like some things, and maybe there is like lies and like, all that bullshit. Everything is up for speculation, right?
Yeah.
So like even in Toronto, right, there was some weird stuff going on. I don't know if you guys were downtown at all, like during the last few weeks. I was actually down there. I think it was last Wednesday. No, it was around the 5th or 4th of June.
Okay.
Either way, some stuff has been going on that I was physically seeing. Like there was large piles of bricks on the streets.
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
Like that was so weird to me, because they weren't just sprawled out or there was construction nearby. It was just planted. It was gift wrapped, and it was so strange. Now this is what had me thinking, like I could be in my head, but why are you having these knowing that there's going to be a protest or a potential riot, and this is like instigating it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's giving us ammo. It's giving them ammo.
Exactly. There was a video actually on Toronto News of a man taking a video of Toronto police putting like rocks on the road and leaving them there, talking about the city gonna come get them. Talking about like, it's just some weird shit.
Yeah.
And it really had me thinking, like, why would you need, right, to take a peaceful protest and then instigate it with potential ammo? You know what I mean? It's strange. It's just weird to me.
Yeah.
I'm not really surprised by it, to be honest, because I don't know. Governments have a very long history, not just like like North American governments and all that. Every government has corruption to a certain degree, and it's just like putting those, like just how they did in Minneapolis. Like they near the AutoZone or something. They had this undercover cop just trying to like light it up already, and just pin the blame on the protesters. And what that does obviously is it criminalizes everybody who is a peaceful protester, right?
Yeah.
And now, and how the media just eats this up, so they'll be the first people to paint these people as like the bad guy in the situation, knowing damn well the full intention of what the BLM movement is like, what the whole goal and focus is to have equal like treatment, because obviously it's been going on for too long about all this unfair killings and all that towards innocent black people. So to make a movement that's based off of peace and just trying to get like equal rights, like the fair way, just have it be seen as something violent, obviously is because these media outlets are owned by government like stations too. And I don't know if y'all big on like the ideas of like capitalism and all that. Like money makes the world go around.
Yeah.
And pretty much like they'll do anything to keep their position of power because they get paid nicely, and that's all that really matters to them. And then what's a few lives to them if they're still making bank, right? Yeah. That's really the the type of time they operate on.
Yeah.
And so they'll do anything to incite these violent acts, right? And the thing is, like, you turn these things violent, right? The police they're not for the people. They're a state-sanctioned like corporation, if you want to look at it that way, right? Mm-hmm. And even when like the people are winning, like by winning I mean like donating to like bail funds and mutual funds and just having money to bail out these peaceful protesters, what you're doing is basically funding the like the whole like justice system and like prisons like directly, because if all they have to do is up the bail fund like for like certain people like all the way up, and everyone's on social media just donating to these funds and all that, and then it's just like a well-oiled machine because it just goes round and round and round. So what we think is like we think we're winning like on that side of like the things because we're raising a great amount of money to get these people out and get them back home, whatever. But honestly, what we're doing is funding the like police force itself, like directly.
Yeah. Yep.
When we should be aiming to defund the police, which a lot of people have been like coming across, and like a lot of people have been like open to the idea and have been educating themselves on it. So I feel like it's not totally out of our realm, but the way it was going like earlier when this whole thing like just like took rise, especially with like the first few days, it was just a whole lot of like it was just unorganized at first. That's what I got from the whole thing, but like the motion and like the passion was there, so like definitely we could get it done. It just takes some time to get this information out to everybody, and make sure it goes right. But in that time, the early stages, like the government's gonna want to paint everyone as the bad guy for doing the right thing. So, what I'm saying, so yeah, it goes on from there.
I just hope that like because this shit is not new. This shit is not new. Like
it's not new.
We like sorry, I said we, but like everybody has been doing this shit. Like this Black Lives Matter thing has been here. Like this shit is not new. Like I was watching a movie called The Hate You Give. That shit was made in 2018, but the way I was watching it yesterday, I thought that shit was made like today. Like this shit has been happening, and I just like I really hope like this is it. Like we don't want to do this shit no more. We just want them to hear us out. You feel me? Like fuck.
We're definitely on the right path though. The way I think what's definitely aiding everybody in this whole thing is the fact that one, we're under like a whole pandemic, so like there's nothing to do but to educate yourself and get active and involved. And two, like the like constant flow of information through social media. Everyone's on social media, so honestly, just having the proper resources and all that just goes to like it's just quick information. Like you can boot up Instagram one day, just wake up in the morning and see a bunch of useful resources to go donate to funds, educate yourself on the history of certain laws and institutions, and all that. Just like really like it's better to be educated than to be ignorant. Siri, shut up. But yeah, like obviously like people are still gonna choose to be ignorant, and that's one of my like biggest rights, because in this day and age, to be ignorant is because you volunteer to be ignorant and not because you don't know.
Yeah,
about, like,
you choose to be ignorant. Like it's actually crazy.
There's no way you follow. You can't not follow one person who's actively posting about the constant movement and all this stuff to educate yourself on the proper resources. If you choose to ignore it, then that's really on you. Like those are the people we're trying to get rid of.
There's so many people fucking.
You think it's like not a lot, but like it's a lot of people. Like people in your area too. Like they're closet racists, if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
Like, behind closed doors, they're a totally different person.
Yeah, and
then like when you find out like some old shit they did, and they want to victimize themselves, saying, "Oh, I was too young" or whatever.
Young, yeah.
That's how it starts. From young, because you can't tell me we have to normalize childhood and upbringing in a racist manner. There is no way that makes sense, because there is no way you can have a great chunk amount of people grow up to be respectable and honor, like just treat everyone equally, and then just be like, oh, when like some 12-year-old kid like calls you the N-word or something like that, and then you're 18 now, is like, oh, I was young, I didn't know. It's complete bullshit, man. Because I wasn't going around calling white people crackers until
it also has to do with like it also has something to do with like, okay, you got caught when you were younger.
It's more like you're sorry you got caught.
It's also about like
for the initial action.
Yeah, it's also, did you change? You know,
did you change? Because 99% of the time they did not change, because if you grow up with these ideals, it's very hard for you to shed them at this age. Like you said, but it's hard. It takes educating yourself, and these people don't educate themselves to stick to their ideals under closed doors, and it's just honestly like when we find them out, it sucks to suck, because these are the people like who go to like have scholarships to universities and whatever. Like when we find that out, goodbye.
Yeah, shout out to Damon Beaver.
Shout out.
If you find out you're among the public, and we know where you stay. We know where your mommy stay, or your daddy stay,
or your daddy
stay.
Yo,
We gonna pull up. For real,
This
is the wrong time for like people to like be on the wrong side of history, because all it takes is a 1-2 like search on your accounts, your Facebook. Boom, we find where you were. We find what school you go to, and then we find a whole bunch of like racist posts in the past and whatever.
Yeah.
Send it to your school and goodbye. Have fun teaching yourself from Google Classroom.
Yeah, and it's also stupid. This ignorant shit.
Go ahead.
No, this ignorant shit it really cheeses me. It's like we have people explaining what Black Lives Matter is.
Explaining it.
We're not. No one ever said that only Black Lives Matter. No one ever said that shit. No one ever said that. We just want awareness that Black lives do matter.
They are being targeted right now in this specific moment. At this moment, are you like? At the end of the day, man, is like the whole All Lives Matter movement was made to antagonize the whole Black Lives Matter, because you were not hearing All Lives Matter before this.
Real shit.
So it makes you wonder, okay, where did this come from? Why did it rise up so shortly after Black Lives Matter like movement? It's only to antagonize it, to make everyone, like Black people, feel like they're a victim for saying their lives matter, which is wrong in like every way.
They just want to feel victimized. White people want to feel victimized.
We always want to feel oppressed.
Oppressed.
They always want to feel oppressed when they are the oppressors. They're the people. They're people with big numbers and big institutions that have the power to change society. And here they are, trying to feel like they're the victim, like they can't change the laws themselves.
Yep.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either, fam. It's weird.
I don't get it, and I stopped caring about them a long time ago.
Yeah. Like, it's that. But yeah, leading to that conspiracy shit. That shit is weird to me.
It's weird. It's weird as fuck, fam.
Yep.
Like it just like there's so many things that just don't add up, bro. Like, but I do notice a difference from like Canada and America. Like here we were instigated, but like I feel I'm not like saying like as a nation or as a people we're better than somebody else. I'm saying the way that we handled that, like the instigating, the way that we handled like being like poked out with like like this ammo that they had, you know what I'm saying? And we didn't take it. We didn't take the bait. You know what I mean? However, for America, they went they went crazy.
They went crazy.
As them should, to be honest. I'm not saying I condone rioting, but I understand.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely understand.
All of America is built off the work of slaves, and it is stolen land from the indigenous and first peoples on that land. So they have all the right to be mad over 400 years over a stupid little Target store or Best Buy or whatever. Ain't nobody
exactly.
And like the fact that some people care more about these materialistic things in comparison to actual lives is very telling about your
Target.
It's very telling about your character.
Yeah. Yep.
Right, and these are the people who are trying to weed out. At the end of the day, we get them out now, the better future we have.
Real shit.
Just going back to like the whole like conspiracy like type shit. Like out of curiosity, like for you guys, do you trust like the government?
Do I trust the government?
I don't know.
Nah, not really.
Honestly, like if the government was really for the people, then we'd have a lot of issues like in society solved today.
Resolved.
Right?
Yep.
A lot of stuff is resolved because if a government is comprised of this, like all laws are basically deemed like sanctionable by the people. If the majority of the people don't agree with the law, then most of the time it does not get passed. But when you have certain like a whole cabinet of like one group in power, and they're making all the decisions for like everyone to follow, and nobody questions it, then that's what the problem is. Where you keep having them just take advantage of all of society's inequalities, and pretty much it leads back to capitalism, because that system is just. It's an economic system that just builds off like inequality, like it relies on inequality to function. Because that's why the poor get poorer and the rich get richer, right?
Exploitation.
If the rich really cared about, if like the people in the government really cared about having equality for all, then they'd have the rich be taxed really heavily, or like they'd redistribute the wealth. End of discussion. Because Jeff Bezos, look at him. What, trillionaire? They said he only needs 20 billion. He needs only 20 billion out of his bank account to possibly like end all like poverty and hunger in like United States. That's it. 20 billion is nothing to him. Fam, a trillion. You know how big a trillion is? I don't know how big a trillion is, but it's bare.
That shit is bare. He ain't even letting people use washrooms and shit, fam.
When you own a multi-billionaire trillionaire company, and you have your employees working like they're it's modern day slavery in the Amazon warehouse.
Yep.
The amount of stories you hear from an Amazon employee, it's nuts. There's no human rights there, fam.
No washroom
They don't get
breaks.
paid living wages. No living, like you go on a washroom break, you're already documented, and they're gonna fire you the next day. Don't even bother coming in for your shift.
Like real shit. That shit is weird.
It's weird, man.
Fuck yeah,
bro. I'm telling you, the government is a fucking weird ass place, bro. Just to like even like further expand, like there's documentation, video footage of like cops riding on their own cars, like using like spray paint to like just write slurs and bullshit on the wall. There's documentation of people being paid to riot. What the fuck? Why are you using money, right? Government funds to incite people to go fucking buck wild on the streets. For what?
They'll go crazy for dollars, fam, because that's all that makes sense to them.
Yeah.
That's all that makes sense to them. I'm not surprised when the government sends these low-key people to come start some shit and obviously just do their thing and then act like the government's like the one that will save you from all these like bad quote-unquote people when they're the ones who sent them out in the first place. So yeah, it's a lot of people not biting it. Canada, I think we did a good job of not biting it because we've seen firsthand of what the states like riots
is going through. Yeah.
And like we haven't started like our first protest was maybe just a few days ago.
Yeah.
States had
June 6th.
Yeah, and then what's it called? Like the states had like one like really prior to like the Minneapolis one, the one that started it all. So we definitely seen like how it went on, the aftermaths and effects. We waited for all the information to come out, so we got like a fair judgment on it and how to run a proper riot or proper protest to stay peaceful or whatever. And yeah, they didn't take the bait because people know exactly what's going on. Now is not the time to I'm telling you, when more people have educated minds, you see through this shit easily.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, they couldn't make it more obvious.
Definitely. Like,
shout out to people in Toronto, man.
Yeah, and it's fucked because like there didn't have to be a riot. Like there doesn't have to be a riot. Like people, like I've said, like I've repeated many times. Like like these people have been asking, just for basic rights. Yeah, for basic rights. Like, and y'all ain't listening to them. The only way y'all go listen is if they break shit. Like, is if the people break shit or they do riot. That's the only way y'all go hear them. Like, they've been asking nicely.
The reason they didn't really do anything is because, like, they're like, yo, just, like, have a peaceful protest. We're not going to do anything because they're peaceful. Like, they can just block out the words, but you can't block out straight glasses shattering and everything. So, obviously, it's going to warrant some retaliation from, it's... it's warranted. That's what I'm saying. Like, someone once said, "Yo, you better be happy that we're not asking for revenge. We're just asking for equal rights. Because if you're asking for revenge, like America would have been in flames.
Yep, it's over.
We've been in flames.
But I don't know. That shit.
Moreover, man, like I like shout out Canada, shout out to Toronto. I'm happy for what we did, bro. In terms of the government, I'm not sure if like we're all in tune with everything. However, there's one thing that some weirdo activity going on at the government nowadays, bro. Talking about this. I mean, obviously y'all heard about it, bro. That sexual assault bill, bro.
Oh, that's the sexual assault bill. Basically, what it is. So recently, a lot of people have been coming out with stories about their sexual assault stories, and it takes a lot of strength to come out with these stories. And recently, the government is trying to pass a bill where people can use intoxication as an excuse for sexual assault. Sorry, they could use this as a way to fight their case, and people are not too happy about it. There's actually a petition going on to sign it. Yeah. So what are y'all thoughts about that shit? That shit to me, that shit is weird. That shit is some weirdo activity. I don't think
that is the fucking stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
You're telling me because someone can't hold their liquor, someone's drinking, that it's not now it's okay because they're not themselves, because of how much they chose to drink, that they can go and abuse someone else.
Like that. If that's the case, then they should just make drinking and driving legal. Like y'all should leave intoxication. Yeah, you might as well, because you might as well like have intoxication as an excuse as to why like you drove and all that bullshit and caused accidents, all that bullshit. So you might as well. This bill is really fucking stupid. There's a petition going around to sign it, so make sure I'm gonna put that shit in the link below. Make sure you'll go sign that.
I came across a document earlier, just explaining the law, because obviously like legal language is not like common knowledge most of the time.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't really like reading like the laws because they use a bunch of like big words and jargon. Really, if you're not a law student, you really don't know like what you're talking about.
I know you would know that, bro.
I'm gonna take
screenshots
and send it to y'all. But basically, what's it called? Like this came from a law student. The headline was really incredibly misleading. All that information came from like that CP24 like little black box in the corner.
Yeah.
They said if it's too long, don't read it. It's virtually impossible to use being drunk as a defense to sexual assault, even after yesterday's ruling, which was the law that was passed. The thing that brought up this whole law apparently was two cases two cases dealt within the decision. Neither one of them involved sexual assault or alcohol. They involved murder and aggravated assault as a result of hallucinations, which is based hallucinations off of like drugs like magic mushrooms and stuff. The two crimes that they were brought up in like regards to like the law being passed was apparently there was a hold on, I'm just reading through.
Hey, I'll take your time.
So it includes prescription medicine, illegal drugs, and potentially alcohol. The court noted that there is evidence that it's physiologically impossible for alcohol to make someone intoxicated enough for the defense of extreme intoxication to apply. To argue this defense, you have to provide a medical expert witness to show that you had no control over yourself at the time of the events. It's an extremely difficult defense to make out. Let's see. The reason the law was overturned was that it was punishing people for actions that they were not morally responsible for. This violates the principles of fundamental justice. Notably, the Canadian Civil Liberties Association was one of the groups fighting to get the law overturned. So what kind of cases are we talking here? This guy lists the first case concluded yesterday. Dealt with a teenager who took magic mushrooms. The drugs caused a severe reaction, likely due to undiagnosed brain injury. And he broke into his father's house, killed his father, and attempted to kill his father's partner. When police arrested him, they said he had super strength, in quotation marks, and was acting extremely erratically. The partner's evidence suggested that he had no idea who they were or what was happening, so he wasn't aware of like he was killing his mom and like or attempted to kill his like mom or his dad's partner, and he killed his dad. The second case dealt with a man who was taking prescription medicine to help quit smoking. One of the side effects of the medicine was psychosis. He reacted poorly to the pills, having hallucinations, and he eventually attempted suicide by taking 30 to 80 of the pills. This caused a severe psychotic episode where he thought his mom was an alien trying to kill him, so he stabbed her. Fortunately, she survived the incident. So the way the laws was, both these men would be guilty and have to go to jail. Like that was before like they overturned the law. That's why it's overturned, because it's a complicated, difficult part of the law. And they said in the paragraph that they totally understand why people are upset, because when they first hear it, obviously it sounds like complete bullshit, especially people without any legal training. So what's it called? The petitions to appeal the decision are asking for both men to be convicted, the men in the case for attempted murder. If you think that it's just, then do as you see fit, but please understand what is really happening in this case and don't make a decision based off of misleading headlines. So basically what they're saying, like if you're like tripping off like hard drugs to the point where like you have no control over your actions, like your like all motor functions like just left to like the hallucinations, and you like attempt to murder, or I guess like sexual assault and etc. If the law was still in place, then those men would be charged. although they wouldn't remember like the crime they committed. But now that the law is overturned, for now, I guess, until like the petition like brings enough like to bring it to the court again, they're saying like if this law was overturned, then these men would not be convicted because they were not themselves. Obviously, they're hallucinating off of shrooms or having a psychotic like reaction because of I don't know like other brain chemistry stuff. So yeah, I read on because I was really mad too. Like when I first read it, especially with all like the whole like
Everything going on, yeah.
It's just like so they see this and then they decide to do this right after. Like I was pissed, but yeah, I just found this information out. This is probably on like political science because like it's important to know like these legal things.
Yeah.
This is how like the government like they really can just like write a whole bunch of nothing and make it sound like something, and people are just obligated to follow it. And then like when they actually get busted for something, they don't know their rights or like what the proper response to that situation is. So yeah, I just read on that today. I signed a petition already, so like whatever happens. But
yeah, I signed that petition too.
Yeah,
but like I don't know. That's still weird to me though. That's still weird.
And like CP24, obviously, they're not the best people when it comes to providing like
good Instagram of news, man.
They're not good in a lot of
it's clear, like on the actual law. So, because both of those cases ended up having not just alcohol as the influence. It had
exactly.
Like,
so
at least two, right?
Yeah, they didn't specify that it was like hard drugs, right? The way that like everyone thought it was like just like intoxication based off of alcohol.
Okay,
so, yeah, right. These ones are clarifying like the use of like illegal drugs, like crack and whatever. So,
it's weird.
It's a weird thing because like we're like the general public, we're not all law practitioners. So
yeah, so like the way CP24 worded it,
people knew exactly what they were doing in that headline.
Yep.
All the times they do it to just like get interaction and whatever, social media clicks and whatever.
The Instagram of the news, man.
The Instagram of the news. Shout out to Brandon Gomez though, the one black guy on CP24.
The one who was like, "Oh, if you want to cop some kush or whatever." That show was funny.
He keeps it real. That's my man.
That guy was fucking jokes.
Kick rocks. It's a lot of it's most of the wording, but yeah, I'm gonna send y'all the document just to read.
Yeah, it's interesting though.
Take a look at that.
It's interesting though. Like, okay, think about it like this: should he still be accountable for that though?
Should he still be accountable for? Yeah, exactly, because he did commit a murder. Yeah,
like I get he was on hard shit, but like, what the fuck are you doing taking that hard shit?
The thing is, yeah, and also that hard shit is illegal, so that's a separate charge within itself.
Exactly. So I don't know. I still think people should be accountable for their actions.
Yeah, I still think that's where they accountable because in the end, it's your decision to take these drugs. If you don't know how to take these drugs, like if you're going to, then obviously that's irresponsible on your part.
Yep. Yeah. So I don't know. Accountability, man. People need to learn how to take that shit. Oh, here it is. Anyways, that COVID
just like I said last episode, bro. Yo, just check up on your mans, bro.
Check up on your mans.
They make me up for weird stuff, man.
Hey, man, like y'all taking shrooms? Y'all doing that shit?
Like, do some research before you do all this kind of stuff. Like, if you're going to do these kind of things, bro.
Like, y'all do that shit.
Because all it takes is a bad trip. Messing up your psyche, bro.
Yeah, bad trip. COVID updates. I've seen a couple COVID updates actually. I've seen that they are increasing the number of groups of people to 5 to 10. Before it was more than that.
I have all 5 pickup games, yes sir.
A full pickup basketball games. You have it here. Is it a good idea or is it too soon? Oh, they also opened up. They also opened up the borders for families to come see each other across the border. So if you have family in the U.S., they could come here. Vice versa. If you have family in the U.S., you could also go over there. Is it a good idea or too soon?
Obviously, I'm gonna say just off the bat, it's too soon.
Yeah.
Wait,
Just based off the fact that numbers haven't been decreasing, and we're not seeing the result of the Trinity Bellwoods gathering.
Yeah.
We're not seeing the result of the protests. Also, although I agree, like honestly, the way I felt about this, I'm like, if you're going to protests, just do it. Just keep yourself just spend a whole day for like the next day, just physical and mental recuperation. Just stay at home, take all the necessary precautions. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you're going out with a face mask, etc., etc. Because in the history of pandemics, obviously, last pandemic was 1918 Spanish flu.
The Spanish flu took like 4 years or some shit.
It lasted a whole 4 years. But granted, we didn't have all these medical developments back then. I don't know if it's affecting it now, but the way it has been going, there hasn't been any progress towards a proper vaccine to administer to the general public. I'm assuming they're pretty close, though. It's been some time, but the way medical administration goes is the testing period for it is a really long time because, of course, side effects is a big ethics issue, and you don't want death being one of the accident side effects. Although it cures COVID, but now you're dead.
Yeah.
So,
out of curiosity, when that should come out, are y'all taking out a vaccine or?
I'm gonna wait it out, to be honest, because
listen,
I don't really trust.
Yeah.
I heard the government doing some weird shit.
I hear bear conspiracies.
Yeah,
bro.
They put in some nanobots so that they can control
They
you
put
and
a
some
chip,
shit.
man.
Yeah, the chip. I don't know. I don't want that shit.
Yeah, they can.
At the end of the day, I never took a vaccine. I'm still here, bro. I know. Ain't nothing happened to me, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's for me. If it's for y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all. If anything start happening, I'll learn from you because I ain't got that shit.
Nah, I ain't even trying to be controlled.
Medicine I've taken was Tylenol, bro. I keep it herbal most of the time, man. When you grow up in a ethnic background, you have bare medicines already without the medicine.
Facts. Vicks and ginger ale, that's all you need.
Ginger ale and staying off the damn phone.
Yeah, facts.
Vicks, bro.
Fucking Vicks.
Oh, gone if that doesn't work. Head to McDonald's, get a Sprite.
A McDonald's Sprite and you become a superhero.
You'll kill every bad bacteria.
9 out of 10 times, fam. Tylenol, if that Vicks, if that NyQuil didn't work, bruh, them family healing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
You gotta go to the hospital. Come on.
Yeah, the hospital last result.
Facts. The government. I mean, the hospital is the government, bro. They'll try to get you out of there, bro.
Bro, they gonna keep your ass in there sick, bro.
Yeah, nah, they'll get you out the paint for real.
Facts, bro. They'll make you more sick, bro. It just fam.
Nah, but with the stuff opening up, I heard barbershops are part of the open up, so
yes, sir. I need a cut. I'm
gonna let my barber rock though for 1 or 2 weeks because I know he's rusty.
Nah, I'm gonna be the first one in that bitch. I want my cut to come and go, fam.
My dog is rusty, so I'm gonna let him get a practice round in.
Yeah, a lot of stores are
if
open.
If your dog's is a barber, you know what I'm saying, just go see him, fam,
Yeah. Speaking of a lot of things opening up, that means a lot of things opening up. It means a lot of more jobs are opening up. That means CERB is coming to an end. It was actually supposed to be only 4 scheduled payments of CERB. What y'all think about that, bro?
Oh, we have 4 left.
We have, I think this is our last payment of 2.
We're on our last one. Or if you started now, or if you started as soon as it started, then you're on your last one now.
Yeah, we're on our last one.
Oh, word. So then that means next week would be the last CERB payment.
Yeah, I also saw that the government is looking to do jail time and fines for people who fraudulently made their CERB applications. So
all the hood men that thought they were sick. Yeah, man. Get your ass, man.
Now you in jail with a Gucci belt.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You treat it it's basically the same punishment as tax evasion, bro. They're gonna charge you and you're gonna face jail time.
Facts,
set them covered Dior head to toe in a prison cell. Oh shit. Oh.
That Serb shit, man. It came in handy though. I ain't gonna lie. That shit.
It gave me this
For
PC.
real.
Yeah, facts.
Account's looking healthy, fam. Looking healthy, bro.
Credits looking nice, like all that bullshit.
And also, tax return season was also the season, so Serb on top of tax return money. If you got that, I expect you not to act broke. If you owe me money, you know who you are.
Facts, bro. Facts.
Yo, if you owe me money, I shouldn't have to remind you about it.
Nah, fam. I won't remind you about it.
I won't remind you. I'll just take a mental note.
I'll get my comeuppance somehow. Like I seen my homie's girl on Tinder, but he owed me $5. I ain't saying a word.
I ain't saying a word.
I'm not saying shit. Like they're good.
Yeah, man.
I covered them when they were down bad, and I'm down bad, and no one's to be found.
Word to a wise man named Jeffrey, bro. I ain't going to you, but my shooters will, bro. God damn.
No,
Shooters, man. Come on, man.
a fucking shooter.
Speaking of shooting, man, the NBA coming back.
The NBA is coming back. Basically, they are bringing back 22 teams, 9 teams from the East, and I think 13. Yeah, 13. The math is right. Yes, sir. The 13 teams from the West. They're going to battle it out for seeding. Seeding. And the 9th and the 8th seed are very close to each other, so they're going to see who gets the 8th seed. I am actually excited.
How does it work?
How does it? What do you mean, how does it work?
Like, I'm not actually like well versed in the topic. Like, I mean, like, is it like a tournament style type thing where they're gonna put teams against each other and whoever wins moves up, or is it like?
So basically, it's like regular season. Like they're playing the games, and so 8th and 9th seed, they're very close, right? The playoff teams only go up to 8. So, if the 9th seed is within two games of the 8th seed for 8th seed, they're gonna do a tournament where the 9th seed has to win 2 games in a row, or the 8th seed just has to win 1, and then they'll continue. And then the playoffs will go to a regular playoff format. I'm excited, man.
A man said 22 team invitational, and the Knicks still did not make it.
The Knicks, nah. The Raptors, we're hoping for that repeat. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But if
Bro, we can do it. I ain't gonna hold you.
We can do it. Facts. Everyone's well rested at this point. And
Giannis come to Toronto 2021. You already know. We gonna get a second ring, and then we gonna get Giannis the next year. It's
The Giannis propaganda has been up.
It's been crazy. Like, we really want this guy on our team, man.
There's no reason for him not to come. If he wants to stay in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
You stay in Wisconsin, bro.
Weird.
Milwaukee.
You're weird.
You're weird, buddy.
Yeah.
Bro, name 5 things out there, bro.
In Wisconsin?
I already have good cheese.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Wow. Wow.
Nah, let's switch it out. What is
They got Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy is from Wisconsin. The wrestler. Kennedy. That guy.
Hey.
The one who grabbed
Yo, name 2 of 5 things, bro. And 2 good things. They got good cheese. They got Mr. Kennedy, the wrestler.
The state is one of the nation's leading dairy producers.
Oh my God.
Cheese. Yo, that was off the top of the head. I didn't know that.
Wisconsin.
That's crazy.
They got 3 water parks. 2 water parks.
Shit.
Alright, bro. Close the fucking Google program, bro. I don't want to hear shit, bro. I don't want to hear nothing, bro.
But I'm amped about the league coming back. I can't wait for LeBron to come back and cut the league with this step back.
That weak ass step back.
Weak ass step back. He look at the ball for 3 seconds. The defender giving him all the space he needs for no reason.
And pull up, bro. Like,
pull up and
if the Raptors end up not winning the chip, I hope LeBron wins it, bro. LeBron the GOAT. He needs his 4th ring.
I just want to see my Clippers and Lakers matchup, bro.
That would be crazy. But the whole thing about that though, it should have been in the Staples Center though. That's how it would have been crazy if it was on the Staples Center, like live. Like that shit would have been crazy. That shit would have been.
Now we got teams playing at Disney World.
Teams playing at fucking Disney, in fucking bubble camps and shit.
Mickey Mouse in the fucking background.
You're gonna invite the team mascot. Crazy.
Yeah, no. So the NBA back. yeah, man, LeBron the GOAT. Like, he's the fucking GOAT. Anyways, other topics. People wanted me to talk about, or wanted us to talk about, this living for the image, bro. A lot of people don't know what the fuck living for the image is. Anybody want to explain? Anybody want to explain?
There's so many instances you can apply living in the image to. It's crazy. People do it on a daily basis.
This is actually what I'm talking about, bro. Holy fuck.
It's not even brushing
Oh,
man. Living fitness. How can I impress people today?
Okay, yeah.
Bro, you don't want to say the wrong thing, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying so hard to think
No. I'm just. Listen.
If you want to keep it at the very rooted version, like living for the image is basically being someone you're not. Very basic.
I put this shit up on Instagram. I asked, what are some topics people want to hear about? And, someone asked, what does living for the image mean? And, that's all we wanted to cover, man. All we wanted to cover, living for the image.
I can't even give a proper example right now because that will out so many people.
It's just...
I will be out of pocket. I have to refrain from saying anything even regarding this topic, bro. Because the whole joke is, bro, I say one thing about this topic, bro. Everybody gonna know what the fuck I be talking about. So,
it's not even that. Like, we gonna be talking about it for hours, bro.
We gonna be here. We gonna hear.
Bro, trust me, we gonna be here. We gonna be here.
Just talk about it.
We're gonna be here from sunrise to sunset.
But yeah, basically in summary, what Kobe said, it's living to impress other people. Basically, making a persona that you are not.
You cannot upkeep. You cannot upkeep it as well. It is a lifestyle. Choose that. Cannot. You cannot sustain it.
It's like we said with the whole Serb thing. People spending their money on Serb, but like, y'all say you're a baller, but your first band was from Serb. That's what.
Go to your bank account, and we saw $2,000.36.
Yeah, exactly. On the first day of Serb.
No.
That's what living for the image is. Yeah. So whoever forgot who the fuck said that shit. Whoever fucking
living
said
for the image, like even at its simplest form, like could just mean like you acting one way, like that really isn't even yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So there's some weirdos, fam. There's like people that they're uncomfortable in their own skin, fam.
It's also like, acting one way towards one person and then turning around and doing some next shit, like just to impress other people.
That's weird. That's fucking weird. Man.
That's for real.
The second topic that people wanted me to discuss when I put it on the story is your all thoughts about cheating. What do y'all think about cheating? Honestly,
don't do it.
Yeah, like it's just
it's not that hard, bro.
I'm assuming the person who asked these questions are grown. Like, we're all grown, man.
Yeah. But also it's like, people also know that we say some bullshit sometimes. I'm assuming they want to hear some bullshit. That's that I'm gonna say.
If you ever hear like, yo, you should cheat on her or something, like, I guarantee you it was meant to be a joke.
I guarantee you we are joking.
Yo, you're actually a dickhead.
Because
why did you listen to the mandem on your own relationship?
Facts.
That's a problem.
Listening? Holy fuck, to people in relationships that are not in relationships, bro.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
I get it sometimes. Like,
unless you've been in a relationship before.
If you've been in a relationship and like you're out of one and like you've amassed a good amount of wisdom and knowledge and know what to do and what not to do, well, it depends on the relationship, of course. But coaches don't play.
Yep, coaches don't play. I don't.
But if you listen to a rookie.
You said a rookie.
Listen to an undrafted player on relationships. She actually want to go and like, come on, man.
Cheating. Man. Oh my
people
god.
Be in relationships for 4 years. Listen, your friend been single their whole life, fam. Don't you make no sense? Hey, bro, like, what are you doing?
Man.
I don't know,
man. Cheating. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be different. I think cheating is healthy for the relationship, bro. And hear me out. If you cheat,
all right.
if you cheat, If you cheat and your partner stays with you, that means they really love you, and that's the one. That's the one. If they forgive you, he or she forgives you, that's the one. That's the person you should be with.
Yeah, until your two sons are asking why they don't look like each other.
The Bible future row, huh?
The Bible that makes roll. I ain't gonna
Go to
lie.
Mikkel.
Yeah, facts. The Bible that makes roll.
God damn. Yo, I don't know if y'all ever followed this man. His name Hoodville, bro. On Instagram, he go crazy, bro. He be talking about some shit. Talking about some. If you cheat, right, you gotta make her apologize. Talking about I only cheated to make you stronger, bro.
Yeah. Listen, you gotta think about it like this. What did you do to make that person cheat? You know, what did you do? Because clearly you either weren't doing enough or you're doing the most to make that person cheat, you know? So that's my thing, bro. What did you do?
Oh, okay, bro.
Oh man.
Damn it all, bro.
Damn it all. In other news, kind of ran out the topic list, so I guess we gonna fucking freestyle. Valorant came out. Y'all play that shit?
Mm-hmm.
You play that shit? I know. Me and Ricardo played one game.
Of course.
What are your thoughts? Honestly, I thought I would like the game. Like I thought it was growing on me for a bit, but I can actually say that I do not like the game.
For sure.
It's because there's nothing wrong with making regular aiming, fam.
Yeah, the whole bloom and like the reticles and
Like-
everything is so often. It's really misleading.
Like I get into games and people ask me about my reticle. Why is it so small? Why is it? It's basically there's nothing there because there's no point to having one. There's no point to having a reticle in that game. There's no point.
Play the Guns of Design, bro. The spray is a weird pattern to get used to.
Yeah, so I can 100% say that I don't like the game. I'll still play it. I just don't like it.
Other than gameplay, I think like they did a good job on aesthetics. Like it looks.
It looks nice. The game looks nice. The map designs are nice. Characters are nice.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. There's only like 4 maps in that bitch, bro. I'm tired.
Maps is definitely another gameplay issue.
Oh,
There's also one
Bro,
map where, like it's not a good position for like one team.
yeah,
just, like,
I guess.
I would say like you would enjoy this game if you played CS:GO before.
Fuck
The game
CS:GO.
for me, I haven't actually played CS:GO, so I had to like learn like or unlearn like habits that aren't healthy for this game. Like in Call of Duty and Siege, you can run or you can move and shoot. In that game, you're not allowed. That's not a thing.
That's a standoff.
Yeah, fuck CS:GO.
If you're fucking moving, your bullet spread is going all over the fucking place.
You're
And then
dead.
it really emphasizes accuracy over anything. But then it's so backward because when you're shooting, the fucking gun's going half across the screen anyway.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's why I just don't like it. I don't know. It's not me. Speaking of other shooters, yo, fam, I figured out Overwatch is only $20, fam. What are you saying with that?
I'm definitely not playing that.
Yeah, let me, how do I say
I think that game's run its course already, to be honest.
Bro, if Overwatch 2's coming out, why am I putting $20
Yo,
towards
because it's not coming out for a minute, though. It's not coming out for a minute. You gotta take that in. It's not coming out for a minute. It's only $20, you know?
That's $20.
I'm not about to go get my ass beat on Overwatch on PC. I'm really not about to do it.
I guess,
I
like,
know,
at
guys,
first, when the
it's
game was like fresh and hot, maybe that you can catch me there. But at this point, the game's life expectancy, no sir. But yo, on the topic of games, what's it called? PlayStation is running a stream on the PS5 on this Thursday.
This Thursday? Yo!
Thursday, 1:00 Pacific time, 9:00 BST, whatever time zone that is.
Oh, I'm
Get a
excited.
first look at like the whole console and everything.
That shit better not be ugly. That shit
Do
better
you have
not
any
be ugly.
expectations for the system?
No, that shit better be stronger than my PC.
I mean, the fan needs to be silent, bro. The fan, yo, I need my
not gonna hold
PlayStation
you.
library.
No matter what happens, you know, for the price point of like even $600, that PS5 is not going to be stronger than our PCs for sure.
Listen, anybody
But,
listening?
you know
I don't think
what?
there's ever been I don't think there's been a console that has matched the
It
PC.
has enough light. No, definitely.
I swear the Xbox One but none of us want to. No one gives fucking Xbox their credit. we don't give them that shit.
What the hell?
Whole ass company like Microsoft, they've been known how to build computers, and they still made the Xbox slower than that.
Yeah, like this whole computer, this Windows is Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
why can't your consoles be as good as this shit?
Yeah,
You know?
I don't really like the UI and everything, like the whole interface, like that whole green shit.
And there's no games to play on Xbox.
There really isn't no games to play.
Like if I could name like 10 times more games than the exclusives that PS4 has over the Xbox.
Like Xbox, all I can name is Forza. That's it. I mean, it's been Forza for like.
It's been Forza since release, bro.
Since release, bro. We're on Forza Motorsport 7 according to the thing.
Nah, when we have games like Need for Speed and Cruise, and the Crew too, no one's looking for Forza.
Forza, man.
Y'all really playing Forza for real?
No one ain't checking for that.
All the racing games.
I've been wanting to play a racing game though. I want it to be like Paul Walker in this bitch and fucking
Speed,
Fast and Furious and shit.
Hey, bro, minus the, hey, never mind,
bro. Yo, listen. All right, yo, you know what? We go.
Hey, yo, I actually got issues with that shit, bro. Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all.
Bro.
I respect people of the dead, bro, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit be going crazy.
Yeah. No, that Fast and Furious shit, bro. What do y'all think? Do you think they should keep making more? Because they're at 9 now.
They're at 9. How long? Yo,
Listen. I'm not going to lie to y'all right now. Every single fucking Fast and Furious movie, the one before it, I'd be like, this is my last one. And then I see the trailer, 100%. Bro. And I'd be like, all right, one more, man, one more.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Because Netflix, shout out to Netflix, they put them back on Netflix, all 8 movies, and I ain't gonna lie, that shit is fire. Like, that shit is so fire, bro. It's just so cool seeing how can they bullshit this, you know, like
how they get away with it.
Yeah, like these guys are driving.
They transition from a whole ass like drag race like street like aesthetic to just pure action.
To just bullshit, bro. Like, just bullshit. And I'm like...
I was nonsense when I seen John Cena in the freaking trailer.
Fucking John Cena is Dominic Toretto's brother, so... I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna watch that bullshit.
Hey, I kind of miss the speed shit.
I'm still watching.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for the action shit, but I feel like it's really saturated. And, like, from where they came from, I kind of want to see them back at their roots a little bit.
Yeah.
That's why I thought Tokyo Drift was so fucking cool. Because like that shit was hot.
They always be doing that shit though. Like at the end of 7, like rest in peace to Paul Walker after he died, and like they were trying to send them off. Like, you thought they were gonna race for one last time. Nah, it was just them driving down a long road and then splitting ways. Like bro, what the fuck?
Boring as shit.
Yeah,
they gotta bring back the race element. Like even if it's not like for a proper portion of like the whole movie, like just put it in. Man.
Facts, and there's nothing wrong.
They do though.
It's fast.
Like they implement like 1-2 races, and then the rest of it is like them trying to fucking steal like millions of dollars. Like, I'm tired of this shit, bro.
But it's the same thing.
Lose the drag race.
It's the same thing every time though. Fucking Vin Diesel's character always wins the race, bro. Like, it's okay to make him lose, bro. It's okay to make him lose. Make him lose one time. Maybe in this one, make him lose to fucking John Cena.
Facts.
No, but they so scared to make the fan base fucking lose their mind. I'm telling you, they don't want like him to. Because now he's gonna be the main fucking character, bro. Think about it. Like, for example, it was at the end of Tokyo Drift, you see Vin Diesel, right? Yeah. And he races that one guy, right? You don't know who the fuck wins. You know what I'm saying? Because they scared as hell. You got so attached to this one person, and then you've been attached to Vin Diesel.
Oh, he races the fucking he races the white guy, the fucking main character. Yeah. That shit. Yeah, no, and then
he just learned to drift.
No, and then in seven they say he lost but they cut it out though. That was some bullshit. I agree.
They just never said nothing. I'm like, yo, bro, these are like shit that I want to see. Hey, but shout out Han because he came back though.
Yeah, shout out Han.
No, that's what I want to know. What happens? Like how the fuck did that happen? This guy came
Nah,
back.
they don't fucking do some
Yeah,
bullshit.
nah, they definitely flipped the table on that one still.
It makes sense though, because in 7 when he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get Han's body back," he really never, they really never show if he ever got the body or whatnot, if he ever ran into Han. So it does make sense.
Bro, I don't know how the fuck they gonna explain that shit. He was in the car when it exploded. Like there was no bro.
I don't
At
know.
this point, found the next movie they're gonna introduce like superpowers or some shit.
Nah, they gotta fight the Transformers and some shit, bro.
Oh, real life.
Like real shit. Get my
I can't say my children to go watch that.
Yo, imagine he's gonna drag race Optimus.
yo, real shit, and somehow he's gonna win, bro.
Real life. I need Bumblebee to make an appearance.
Holy fuck, he's so gonna win.
Somehow Vin Diesel's gonna be able to be faster in Optimus Prime than in fucking Megatron, bro. Like real shit.
Oh my fuck.
Yeah.
He's gonna press the NOS fucking button one time and go fucking
The fucking
They love
miles per hour, bro.
They love that nitro stuff.
the fucking
The saving grace, bro. When he's about to lose, you press the button, you win the fucking race. Alright, bro.
the fucking plot armor, fam. The plot armor.
On the top of movies, though, I agree with like the whole like market being saturated with action films. It's been a lot of action films. Right?
We need some
Let me see some shit
quality.
that makes me think, bro.
I need more comedy.
Yeah, we need some quality comedy movies. There's
Ooh,
some that are
for
just
sure.
dookie, bro. Like some of them are just rushing. You know, half the shit ain't even fun. Some of them are just action comedy, bro. We
Some
need
of them
some.
just like, why'd this even touch the streets, bro?
Like, hey, facts. Like, I never, you know, I enjoy comedy movies, but I know what they are. Like, I know they're not meant to be that good. But can we, like, fuck, bro?
Like,
Like,
bring back good comedy, man.
like
I need Jordan Peele to come save the movie industry once again, bro.
Oh yeah,
Oh, most
like,
definitely.
Get Out.
Most definitely.
That boy
He
hasn't
hasn't
missed.
He doesn't miss.
He hasn't missed.
Yeah. We also, I also want to see more fucking. I ain't gonna lie, I like biopics, bro. I was watching fucking Jackie Robinson's one, and I was inspired to play MLB The Show right after. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, no.
I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to.
Not the fucking.
I think we need one from Mike
Sure.
Tyson. We need one from Mike Tyson still.
Mike Tyson, yeah. We need another fight night. That's what we need. Another fight night, so someone could catch these hands. We need some more comedies. I think documentaries are like they're on the rise, but it's like, do we need them in movie theaters though? Do we need like just do what fucking Michael Jordan did, docu-series. That shit is better.
Facts.
Like,
Yes, sir.
I'm not paying $17.99 to go to fucking Ultra AVX to watch a documentary. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, nah.
That I could have found for free on Wikipedia, bro.
Facts, I could have Googled this shit.
I could have done my
What the
research.
fuck? Yeah, bro.
I could have fucking Googled that.
It's a school
Bro.
assignment.
So I had to fucking watch the whole shit, bro. I could have got a summary on fucking Google in 25 minutes, but no, I'm here for a fucking hour and a half. Nah, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
Like, bro, okay, listen. Like, keep it a whole thousand with me. Even if the answer is yes, even if it's no, I don't really care. I just want to know if the Michael Jordan documentary came out as a movie format, where y'all going to go see it?
I was
Y'all
a
paying harder than me to see it.
Yo, you know my stance on Michael Jordan before that documentary came out. So
Yeah,
obviously,
nah, if you were to if you introduced as a movie before, like John is definitely not going to see that.
you knew
Bro,
I was.
you didn't have a stance on Michael Jordan. You were outright disrespectful. You didn't give him a chance. You were trying to tell me straight face that DeRozan was better than Michael Jordan. No, there's no way. There's no way. I won't even let that happen, fam. No way. No.
John is definitely on the side of he was playing with freaking plumbers and janitors, bro. He wasn't shit.
I would have averaged 45 in that time. I don't care. What the fuck? I would have averaged 50.
Nah, man. Back then, they was fucking violent as shit. They was punching niggas. Bro. They was going crazy. They was going insane.
But like I said, I'm not paying $17.99 to go to Ultra AVX to see him get bodied by Isaiah Thomas. I'm not watching that.
Man.
I'm not fucking paying for that shit.
You have to do all that. You have to do all that.
No, but I will say that the documentary has
It's been a good one.
it gained my respect for Michael Jordan still. Even though like my respect doesn't probably fucking matter to him, he's not gonna lose sleep over me
No, he's gonna take it personal.
He gonna take it personal. Yeah, no, I definitely think he's definitely top 10. Not top 5, but top 10. Top 10.
Damn, give me your top 10, man.
Let's go. See, we got LeBron, right? We got LeBron. We got Steph Curry. Kobe Bryant. Who else? Fucking Kawhi Leonard is now the fucking GOAT. Giannis. Let's see. Does it have to be NBA or can it just be basketball players? Because I'm gonna put LaMelo Ball at number 6.
That's not gonna put LaMelo.
Wait. Like, over Jordan for real. Like, LaMelo Ball? LaMelo fucking Ball.
Let me explain. LaMelo Ball. Let me explain. LaMelo Ball pointed at the half court line, pulled up, and made it. What else is there? 92 in high school. 92 in high school.
All
Like,
right.
Whatever.
has Jordan ever dropped more than? Has Jordan ever dropped more than 80 points? All right.
I don't think so.
Check, please. Like, that's it. Where else? Number 6.
Well,
I was at 6, right? I was at 6. We gonna put Lola Bunny on there.
This guy said Lola Bunny.
Without Lola Bunny? Without Lola.
Yo. You called Lola Bunny in the fucking top 10. No.
Bro, I'm gonna keep it 2 Virgils. I'm gonna keep it 2 Virgils.
2 Virgils?
2 Virgils. Like, Lola had mans confused at a young age when you watch Space Jam.
Hey, whoa.
Fam, when did Space Jam come out?
What you talking about?
Bro, like, I didn't know whether I wanted to fuck or not, fam. Lola Bunny?
1996. I seen this movie when I was a 6-year-old, bro, and I was confused.
Yeah.
What?
Like, yo. Nah, fam, you be lying. I know you maybe had a different thought on it, but there's guaranteed a good demographic of people who are confused.
Nah, because they sexualized the fuck out of her. I
They
don't
most
know.
definitely did.
They
He had
fuck-
her whole intro scene with her just shaking ass.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's why she's number 7 in my top 10. And then Michael Jordan.
Oh,
know,
man.
he's 8.
That's a Lola Bunny over MJ.
without her, he wouldn't have beaten the Monsters. Don't at me. Don't at me.
Yo, look at that. Yo, this guy's a menace, bro. This guy's a fucking menace. You said without Lola Bunny, fam, you would have never beaten the Monsters. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Bro, nah, that's ridiculous.
Okay, it's a metaphor. That whole movie was a metaphor. Okay, the Monstars were the bad boy Pistons, and the Toon Squad was the Chicago Bulls. Okay, without his supporting cast, he would have never been able to beat the Monstars. And that is my TED Talk. That is.
Wow.
Undefeated, man.
You got it, man.
Well, this is like.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, when they were in doubt, they came to Jordan. Like, Jordan would go to them. Like, you know that, right? Like, they didn't. It wasn't the other way around. I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah, but it's the same way. Like, the Miami Heat came to LeBron. LeBron didn't go to the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat came to LeBron.
And he won that shit.
You know
what I'm saying? He definitely beat their ass. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, you know. I see. I'm always for the underdog, bro. That's why I always say, like I said last time, Sakura is better than Naruto and Sasuke, but we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, let's leave it at that because I don't know what you're smoking.
Leave it at that,
Bro.
guys.
Alright, bro. You lost your fucking mind, bro.
Yeah. Nah.
On something else, bro.
Oh nah, I forgot to bring that up. I seen on someone's Snap story the other day. If your friends are not trying to be successful, then you're in a non-profit organization. Bro, when I saw that shit, yeah, like
Bro,
listen.
like,
Go ahead. You go first.
Go ahead.
Okay, no, like for me, it's like if you're in my circle, it doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing, as long as you're trying to do something. You know, if you work at fucking Walmart, like, I'm not gonna knock your hustle because, like, you know, you're making money. You know,
Yeah, money. You're doing something.
if you're like say, like, for us, for example, we're streaming, but we're not making fucking money from streaming yet. Like, we're not making no bands from it yet.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, we're doing something, you know, like,
It's working towards a goal.
exactly.
As long as you have
So,
that motivation and end goal, bro.
like,
People who drift.
like, facts. People in school, like, they're doing something. I was watching fucking Poetic Justice the other day, and Tupac's like, y'all are, like, he was telling his friend, you're just mad because he's doing something and you ain't doing shit. And I was like,
Facts.
and then that's when I saw your story. I'm like, yo, like, that's actually crazy. Like, I don't know how people could just fucking not do shit. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. But if they're doing nothing but, like, in order to, like, take time to, like, figure out what they want to do, that's a totally different thing. But, like, if you have no intention of getting up and improving
Doing
yourself,
nothing.
Exactly.
then you have no reason to be around me, because
It's like, it's not even that. It's like there are some people out there, like, who will see you do something and will just be mad at you, like, for no reason.
they're seeing you do something that they're not capable of, and it upsets them for some reason.
Exactly. And it's the thing, like, I don't know, it's people just be mad because they're not doing nothing. They want a reason to be mad. It's ridiculous, y'all. But I saw that, I was like, that's some hard shit. A non-profit organization, man.
That's exactly what y'all some of like these people are, bro. Like,
Non-profit
y'all
organization.
some bums, bro. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Y'all, I don't know.
Exactly. Like,
How y'all in a whole room full of y'all niggas and nobody striving to be anything?
Just linking up to nothing.
nobody want to make money. Like, nobody want to make money.
Yo, for real. Y'all satisfied with seeing like 40 cents in your savings account?
That's why I will never,
Alright.
I will never hate on an OnlyFans shorty, because at the end of the day, she's just trying to pay bills. Like,
and it's not her fault that you weirdos could have just went to, you know, Pornhub to go see some shit.
Pornhub,
Y'all paid her.
Y'all paid her.
Specifically for her.
And that's a standing ovation for her because she took your bread that you could have saved. You know, never mind. Y'all got it.
Yeah, man, they got it. As long as, like, it's smart because it's a horny nigga somewhere.
Yep.
There's a horny individual somewhere who is willing to pay, and it is easy.
Exactly. That's why
capitalize
I will never hate. I will never hate.
That being said, if you were to get in a relationship, would you be comfortable with your partner having an OnlyFans account?
Would I be comfortable? Like, I need to see it though. Like, okay, like, because there are some OnlyFans out there that are just thirst traps, you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
some of them really they really be scamming people. The caddy covered herself with soap over her titties to make it look like the OnlyFans content will reveal itself, bro.
Yeah.
Right after it was a strapless bra.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's smart though, because
I mean,
horniness, bro.
I
You
mean,
know what? Like, you can never catch me slipping, but hey, you caught them other mans.
yeah, nah.
Yeah.
If you asked like younger me, like, I would have said no. Nah, like that shit. Whatever. But nah, if you ask me now, I would have. I'd be with it, bro. Go get us that bag.
Honestly, like, I'm really two ways on it, because I feel like if your partner has like an OnlyFans account and they're showing like intimate photos or videos of themselves on that, it kind of takes away from like the intimacy that we have like when we're together.
Yeah, that's one thing.
It's like damn, like, you can it's maybe insecurity, but maybe it's not. It's maybe more of like a sense of like you want to keep something that's only between you two in the relationship,
I agree.
right?
I
Like,
agree.
it's not for the world to know our business. That's kind of the whole point. It's 1 and 2, not 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I agree.
Right?
I agree with that.
So I definitely have to like talk to them about it. Like if they had like maybe like an account prior to like us like meeting and like putting ourselves in relationships, then maybe I'd mentally like prepare myself for like those kind of like, interactions and stuff.
Yeah.
But if I was in a relationship and she didn't have one, then she comes to me asking, should I make one or whatever? Then I'd probably be like against the idea. But talk to me later when I'm grown. Maybe I'll change my stance on it.
Yeah, no, I'd be mad though if my son came home crying, talking about they were bullying me because mom has an OnlyFans.
Yeah, nah, the next gen kids are gonna have so much ammo.
Facts. They go. You know what's crazy though? Like they're gonna have so much ammo to the point where it's probably not even gonna hurt them. Oh yeah, my mom has an OnlyFans, whatever. You know, like that's what it's gonna be.
Maybe a good thing because they're gonna pull up your mom's old tweets talking about this you.
Yeah, but yeah, if you ask me now, I agree with you. Secure a stat bag, you know.
A PS5 coming out soon.
Facts.
Yeah, sure.
Facts. I'm single, yo. I need someone to buy me this PS5. Real shit. I ain't gonna lie. I need that PS5. That PS5 gonna be nice.
That's ridiculously, bro.
What games y'all want? What games y'all want on that PS5? What games are y'all expecting?
Bro, I'm looking forward to Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
I need that.
Yep. Spider-Man 2.
I really enjoyed the first one, bro. Like I think I played that game like 3 times over.
Shit was hot. I'm looking for that new God of War. I'm trying to fight Thor. Ricardo?
Yeah, sir. Yo, bro, I'm trying to watch Kingdom Hearts 4.
He said try to watch that shit.
Confusing that series.
Because obviously, you know what I'm saying, we ain't get to fucking play the last one. So I'm ready to watch the next one too.
Bro, that shit.
But
every 2 steps was a cutscene, bro. What the fuck were y'all thinking?
Oh,
I fought 4 mobs total that whole game with 3 bosses. But hey, you know what? Ready for the next one, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it's gonna be some cool shit. You know, there's too many goddamn questions rather than me getting answers. But hey, you know, here's hoping for the best, man.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing though.
Yeah, sir.
Shout out to Toronto real quick. I just came across this Instagram account that was made in response to a lot of the Black Lives Matter movement and stuff called Black Owned TO. Basically what they do is, if you don't follow it, and if you live in the area of Toronto, please do yourself a favor and follow that.
Let me see
They've been doing a real good job of promoting Black owned businesses around the city and the GTA.
Nice.
And it's not just like our like traditional businesses of just like clothing stores and food. It goes beyond that. They have jewelry crafters, just hairstylists, pastries, skincare, real estate, makeup artists, even homemade candles. From like just basically like everything like you see out there in that regular plaza, except everything Black owned. So, shout out to them.
Give that a follow.
Real quick. Give them a follow. If you want to buy Black owned, by all means.
So send me the account. I'll link it to the video.
I'll send you the account. But yeah, just shout out to them, man. They really took a situation and just like made it just benefit.
You know, support
man.
Support
Because
Black Lives Matter.
No one else is gonna build the community for Black people, but Black people, right?
Yep. So.
Yeah.
And support your locals, man.
Support your locals too, man. Your friends.
Your friends. It's free. It's free to support.
It's free to support. It's free to just retweet, repost on your story. Even send them a little like support message. Just
even like, fucking follow, like real shit. Even fucking follow.
Ask you for a follow and you moving like I asked you for your fucking SIN number. Like get the fuck
shit.
Like I really asked you. I didn't even ask for the government.
Like yeah. That's another thing y'all hate to support, but whatever. We gonna talk about that another time, man.
Well, I digress.
So y'all feel free to plug your shit in right now. Plug your Twitters, all that. I'll leave the links down below on the video version of that shit. You could go first, Combs. Drop your SoundCloud, whatever you want to drop.
Hey man, just what's it called? Follow me on IG, Twitter, manlikecobes. The underscore at the end. I think my SoundCloud should be the same thing, but if it's not, I have my SoundCloud linked in my bio as well.
Facts, and I'm gonna link that in the video too.
I haven't been making much of beats just due to like the recent time, and I have to get back on it. But right now, actually, yeah, just today, made a little 1-2 beat. I'm about to call Lil Durk or NBA YoungBoy to hop on that still. So.
Yes, sir. He's 5 for 5 right now. So
Hey
go.
man, that
You don't miss.
yes sir. That beat tape is coming out soon. By soon, probably within the next month.
Listen to that shit. Highland Hall 2. Come on,
I
man.
don't know, man. We're gonna get everybody on that tape.
Come on, man. Hey, man. Ricardo, you got anything you want to shout out, man?
Yo, of course, man. You already know what it is. You already know what it was, man. It's the same thing as it usually is, bro. Follow me on Twitch. Support the kid to partner. We almost there, 20 away. Twitch.tv/, you know what I'm saying? Towai_, you know what it is. And it's the same thing for the YouTube. Ain't nothing up there, but eventually soon we gonna have some stuff going on, man. And if you haven't already, man, like the video, man. What are y'all doing?
What is y'all doing? The like button is below. Press subscribe to.
Nigga love. Wabbly dabble.
Yo, for real.
Wabbledy. Facts. With that being said, it's Sweeterman J. All my links are in the are on my profile. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like. This is episode 3 of Talking About Nothing. We will be back with another episode, hopefully with a new guest host, probably with the same team. And yeah, man, that's what it is. Talking About Nothing, man. Have yourselves a good week.
You came into my life at the